District size and lack of responsiveness. Just for an anecdote, about 3 years ago, I filed a lawsuit against the California Assembly, and it was kind of interesting. I followed a couple cases in the U.S. Supreme Court, and I basically sent 16 petitions into the legislature. I didn't get a single response. And so when the case got to court, the gentleman who was representing the Assembly, he basically represented the unions. And he had one case, he actually represented the prison guards, which sort of made me a little bit nervous, but nonetheless. And he kept on saying his defense was that I'm equally as damaged as everybody else because the districts are so big. And I said, well, that's not really the case because I sent in 16 petitions. And I said, while the legislature was in session, they ignored all my petitions, but they were helping other people. And I said for them to survive equal protection, they would have to prove the Assembly did nothing for nobody. And even they couldn't deal with that. I ended up losing. They spent a lot of money fighting me on it, but it was a very important issue for them to make sure they stopped. When you have a small legislature, those people who get money from the legislature like small legislatures. They like the ability, like in California, you need 41 votes in the House, 21 in the Senate, and you need a president, the governor, to sign off on a bill. So 63 people in this state can do anything. One of the first things that they tried to do was increase the U.S. House, and they tried to do it quickly because they realized that at the time there were 26 U.S. senators and 65 House members, and they said, what's a quorum? Well, 26, that's 14. And if 65, a quorum would be 33. So 14 and 33, what's the majority of that? That could do anything in the nation they wanted. So one of the first things that James Madison tried to do is he tried to increase the U.S. House right away, and it was all voted down. At least it's gone up a little bit since then. But again, unless representation increases as the population grows, and again, this is an issue that almost nobody looks at or even sees, or for the most part, until I bring it up to them, they'd never even seen, considered, or realized that this is sort of a root cause of why everything's messed up. So anyway, so I guess the basic gist of it is, as the districts get bigger, your reps ignore you, unless you send them a $10,000 check, and then they might pay attention. So there you go.